It's a reflection, really, on ambition, on sacrifice, and on the goals we choose to chase. And it all begins with one single, powerful realization.
It was too late when I understood that my life's ambition had been a mistake. Can you imagine spending your entire life dedicated to one single purpose, only to get to the end and realize that? Well, this is the story of how that happens.
See, my goal was the sun. Simple, right? But the sun is a god, and I'm just a man. So I chose the mountain. The mountain was my ladder, my way to the sun. I really thought, if I can just stand at the very peak of the world, I can touch the face of God. To do it, I had to leave the forest behind. And the forest, well, it was warm, it was full of life, a real tangle of roots and relationships. But the thing is, the forest was low, and the sun was so high.
From that day on, the ascent was my life. That's all there was. Every single day was a struggle against the stone, a battle against the wind. I pushed myself way past exhaustion, past any kind of pain I thought I could endure. I actually learned the language of stone and ice and wind. It's a harsh language, let me tell you. A language of pure solitude and survival. There's no word for us in the language of the mountains. No word for warmth. There's only I and up and hold on. And while I was learning that, I forgot the language of leaves. I forgot the sound of laughter, the smell of wood smoke, the taste of wild berries. I even forgot what it felt like to have the sun on my skin, not as a goal, but as a gift. The mountain, you see, was a jealous god. It demanded everything, and I gave it. After a lifetime of climbing, I reached the summit. I finally stood on the highest point of the world, and I looked for the sun. I was at the peak. The air was thin and so sharp it hurt to breathe. And the sun? It wasn't there. Of course it wasn't. It was exactly where it had always been, just a distant, uncaring star. It didn't know my name. It couldn't feel my touch. It wasn't waiting for me at all. All of that sacrifice, all of that pain, all those lonely, grinding years, it all led to this one hollow, echoing question. And for what? The dream was glory. It was warmth. It was touching a god. But the reality? Solitude, a cold stone under my feet, and a distant, uncaring star. I had sacrificed everything for the reality. I looked down. From the peak, I could see the forest, just this green blur so far below. It felt like a dream, like a memory. I saw the tiny plumes of smoke from fires, a little hint of a life I had completely forgotten how to live. And then it all came flooding back. I remembered the shade of the trees, the sound of real laughter, the warmth of a shared fire, all those small, important things. And in that moment of crushing clarity, the terrible bargain I'd made became undeniable. My whole life summed up in a single, tragic thought. I had sacrificed everything for a cold stone and a distant light. So stuck on that lonely peak, I started to look for a way down. I desperately tried to find the path back to the life I'd thrown away. But when I looked down, all I saw were clouds and sheer, impossible cliffs. The way I had come, it was gone, erased. There was no path back. And that's when I realized the most terrible truth of all. The mountain doesn't allow you to go back. It only allows you to go up. But I was already at the top. There was nowhere else to go. So I'm a ghost now, a story whispered on the wind. I'm the man who climbed the mountain to touch the sun. I'm the warning. So please, listen to this whisper on the wind. Don't trade the warmth of your forest for the cold stone of some peak. Don't spend your entire life climbing only to find that the God you were looking for was never really there. Please, don't make my mistake. And so I want to ask you who are listening right now, I want you to look at the sun that you're chasing in your own life. Is it a real source of warmth, or is it just a distant, cold light? Really think about it. Take a moment and ask yourself, what is your sun? And maybe even more importantly, what is your forest?